Welcome back. I'm here with Area 7 and we're reminiscing about the 90s in the lounge room.
I'd like to draw your attention to an anecdote. We've decided that we are going to... Which camera? I'm looking at that camera.
Over there.
We've decided we're going to hijack this interview a little bit, if that's all right with you guys, because we don't really care. This is Hole, and we've just been looking through some old magazines. This is Hole. I have to tell, Chuck, I'm going to defer to you a story after a big day out when I saw Marilyn Manson's...
Literally big day out.
Penis. But something else happened beforehand, and that was by accident, by the way, and it was a tremendously nice... Oh, not because of that. Anyway, I'd like to refer to Charles Thompson, the winner of the Can I Pinch Courtney Love on the bottom competition.
No rude words.
Now, hang on, can I just introduce this? Because there was 3 or 4 other bands participating in this. I think Scotty Owen from The Living End was involved. I think Jebediah Dudes were definitely involved. And Body Jar were also involved, if I remember correctly, Tomo. But you managed to bypass the security. And
well, it was a winter's night, I remember. No, so I can't remember doing that. Apparently, I did, but
well,
you know.
That's probably because you were.
But what I do remember,
was,
so we're going to see.
I think that was it, actually.
We're going to see how many. We're going to see how many. Oh, please God. We're going to see how many names we can drop in the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
So all I remember is squeezing in between Marilyn Manson and Courtney Love and having a drink, so I could say I had a drink with Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson.
Oh my God.
And then I was sitting on a couch over there, and some guy is sitting talking to me, and he's going, "Oh, you know, what do they like, etc." And I said, talked to that guy for about 20 minutes. Then I went away, and someone said, "What was he like?" And who are you talking about? It was Fat Boy Slim, you see.
Oh, was that 1999 Big Day Out?
It was 99, yeah.
So
actually,
Celebrity Night.
Yeah.
We should defer to Norman Cook, sorry, to Fatboy Slim, as Norman Cook, the bass player from the House Martins. This is for the 80s program, just want to make sure we get that
so
in.
So Dan and I are destination
cool
90s, his destination 80s.
I can be destination. Let me tell you about the 80s, because I was there. I have to tell a story about Ben Lee, because I've never really been much of a fan. Sorry, it's just a musical thing, dude. And I was at the airport, and we just finished playing Livid, and there was a lot of bands putting gear in, and this dude comes up to me and says, "Hey man, how's your show?" And it was really good. He goes, "Yeah, I saw some of the songs, you guys were great." And I was like, "Oh, cool, that's really, really good." And I sort of turned around and said to him, "And what band are you from?" And he said, "The Ben Lee Band," and kind of walked off a little bit disappointed. But I didn't know who he was. I'm sorry.
Was that the same?
But look, what a nice guy, because he didn't say, "Oh, I'm Ben Lee." He said, "I'm from the Ben Lee Band," which, you know,
that's nice.
That's nice. So I have a lot more respect for him.
Was that the same Livid Festival where we opened the Loudmouth stage and then had to fly down to do Glenworth Valley in Sydney?
Yes, that's the one that Pav riffed us off on. Thanks, Pav.
Hello,
still owe us money, and we'd really like to see it sometime, because we've got to play our road crew sometime.
But we got the headline over the Foo Fighters.
We did play over the Foo Fighters.
And the first 3 songs of an Area 7 set normally just going bang, 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 no time to wipe your brow or pick up a new pair of drumsticks. Turn around, there's no beer or towel or anything to have.
Nothing.
Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins are sitting on my drum riser, drinking my beers and waters and stuff.
You're settling all your scores on this show, aren't you? This is the celebration of 15 years together,
Some
and you're getting it all out.
2 of my favourite drummers are sitting on my drum riser, drinking my beers, and unbeknownst to me, they're sitting like there while I'm still playing.
Some would say we're bitter and twisted, but we're really not.
Can I, Caitlin, I know you want to ask an actual question.
No, actually, this is fantastic. I love it.
But can I just ask, though, because this is effective, we're a little bit shocked that we're retro now, right? But can I ask, we're just been leafing through this material from
I found the
from
fireballs.
The 90s. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, but we can't possibly... Where's the camera? We can't possibly be from the same era as this. I'm sorry. That's not us. Kidding? That's like 10 years before us or something.
Who is it?
Nick Testone.
We
can't be. I just can't believe it. Anyhow, any questions?
No, well, you are at the later end of the decade, you know.
Yeah, we're on the cusp.
You're on the cusp.
We're on the cusp.
We started in 95.
Do you remember when Gay Boy looked like that?
What are the highlights? I know that's a cliched question, but what are the highlights in your 15 years in terms of gigs, even media exposure? You've been on every show in Australia at this point.
Gigs and TV shows and stuff are one thing, but it'll sound completely cheesy, but we met as mates before we were playing music together. And one of my most amazing events in the band was when we found out that the record had debuted in the ARIA top 10, like Bitter and Twisted when it debuted. And we were on tour at the time. We were in Sydney, yeah?
Yep.
And we were in the hotel room, and the ARIA charts came through just after midnight, and we were in our manager's room, and he had his laptop, and it came up where it debuted at number 6, and I think that was kind of everything else aside, like kind of all of the hard work, leaving partners and kids and stuff behind, and kind of being on the road for like 6 weeks, 8 weeks at a time, kind of, for me, that was like, wow.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. And the thing that was great about that was we did it really DIY, didn't we? I mean, we spent almost nothing on that album.
Yeah.
And, you know, we
Here,
ended up going
here it is
gold.
here.
Yeah, that's it.
There
it is.
Scary.
Bit untwisted.
And so
Cover up by Dylan.
there was a lot going on at the time of highly produced albums, and we're sort of coming out of the grunge era, and it was all quite highly produced, and you know, we basically did that DIY. And
with Lindsay Gravina?
Yeah.
One of Australia's best
and he'd done the
producers.
Living End's debut album as well. So we were really, really happy from that standpoint, because fundamentally it was an Area 7 album. It wasn't, we didn't need to kind of do something to, I guess, appease anyone to get there. We just did what we wanted to do, and it was good.
Yeah, and I think from my perspective, I think just the fact that we've been able to do so many different things, I think touring East Timor and playing for the Australian Defence Forces and the United Nations has to be one of the greatest things we've ever done. The ability to just sort of get hooked up and talk to people. But I think I agree with Dan, being with your mates, playing around, just being able to sort of play gigs. And for me, it's never gotten much better than playing at the Tote or the Art House. And let's hope those two pubs remain Melbourne pubs, because at the moment it's not looking too good. But the fact of playing to 100 people with spiky hair this close from you is just amazing, and it never gets any better than that. And I always sort of talk about what I call the Triple M crowd, the ones who sort of latch on at the back end.
Well, we're stuffed now. We're never getting it there again.
And no one ever tried, right? So for our perspective, it's like, you know, they come along, they dance to the singles, where the dudes who really dig you, they dance from start to finish, and they get on stage and they wreck stuff, and it's great, you know. So.
Yeah, well, I've been to a lot of your gigs through the 90s. I was pretty little and pretty fat. But the energy is amazing.
Well, that's how you lost all the weight, skanking to Area 7.
Yeah. Skanking everywhere. It was sensational.
And I think what's really cool, that we, as you know, had the 15th anniversary gig the other day, and fundamentally it's still the same thing, right? Just people having fun, crowd, us, got the same sound guy we had like in 1997 or something, so it's one big family, isn't it?
Well, that's what it's all about. So congratulations on your commercial achievements, and just for being such a great band and giving everybody so much entertainment and quality ska music.
We just have fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.